Well, good morning. It is Sunday morning, Thanksgiving weekend. I hope that you've had a very pleasant Thanksgiving with your family and those you care for, and a wonderful Shabbos. And tonight, of course, Hanukkah is going to begin, which makes it even better. So thank you for being with me this morning. I'm Rabbi Ed Feinstein. This is Valley Beth Shalom Live Online, and this is Sunday Morning Minyan. We're going to dive in quickly through the Shacharit prayers as our tradition, stopping in all the appropriate places for friends who need to say Kaddish, to share Kaddish prayers with us. And at the end, we'll have Kaddish again. Just be reminded that this afternoon, Mincha Mariv at 5 o'clock, right here on Facebook and YouTube. And at 5:30, Cantor Barron and I will be leading a brief Hanukkah candle lighting, a little bit of music, a visit from the Grinch that tried to steal the Torahs, and then a few moments of Hanukkah meditation as we begin this wonderful season of Hanukkah. So thank you for being with us. Hope that you're having a very, very pleasant weekend. I'm going to be praying this morning from the Blue Sim Shalom prayer book. You'll find the Shacharit prayers beginning on page 65. If you're in any other prayer book, please find Shacharit L'chol, the morning service for a weekday morning. Moda'ani lefanecha melachai v'kayam shechazarta bi nishmati b'chemla rabbi munatecha. We give thanks to God for the gift of this new day, for all the blessings and possibilities that it presents us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'segvi bina lavchin ben yom uven layla. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani b'tzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani ben chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kifufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokah haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasali kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechin mitzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozer Yisrael b'gvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam oter Yisrael b'tifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanoten liyaif koach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavir sheina me'eina utnema me'afapai. Utanenu hayom. Ubechol yom lechen lechas l'rachamim, beinecha b'nei koroheinu v'tigmalenu chasadim tovim, Baruch atah Adonai gomel chasadim tovim li'amo Yisrael. We turn now to page 82 and invite those who recite the Kaddish to share these words with us. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon. Uvachaye dechol Beit Yisrael bagalav v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'me'el maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekut shabrichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. We begin Sukkot Zimra on page 83. Baruch she'amar, a prayer about the power of language to create a world about us. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam baruch hu. Baruch oseh v'reshit. Baruch omer v'yoseh. Baruch ozer m'chayim. Baruch merachem ala aretz, Baruch merachem ala briot, Baruch mishalem sachar to l'reav, Baruch ala advikayim lanetzach, Baruch podel matzil, Baruch shemo, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ha'el ha'av harachamanu milal v'fi amo, v'shubachon par b'shon chasidav v'avadav, uv'shirei David avdecha nehalel ch'Adonai Eloheinu, v'shfachot v'izmirot negadel chan shabechecha, und va'ercha v'naskir shimcha v'namlichecha al malkeinu Eloheinu. Yachid chei olamim, melech mishubach u'mfardei shemo hagadol, baruch atah Adonai, Melech mulal batish bachot. We jump to page 96, the 145th Psalm, which is called in the Jewish world Ashrei. Ashrei Oshrei V'secha Od Yalu Chasela. Ashrei Ha'am Shekacha Lo. Ashrei Ha'am Shadonai Elohav. Tehillah LeDavid Aramimcha Elohei HaMelech. V'chashimcha Le'olam Va'ed. V'chol Yamav V'cheka V'yalashimcha Le'olam Va'ed. Gadol Adonai Melom Elad L'Idlaton Cheker. Dor L'dor Shabach Masecha Gvoratecha Yagidu. Hadar Kivod Hodecha V'Divrei Niflotecha Asicha. V'Yazuz Naratecha Yameru Dilatcha Saprena. Zecherav Tuvcha Yabiu V'Tzitchat Chayra Neinu. Chanun Verachum Adonai Erech Apayim Mugdal Chesed. Tov Adonai L'Kol V'Rachamav Al Kol Ma'asav. Yoducha Adonai Kol Ma'asecha V'Chasidecha Yevarchucha. Kivod Malchutcha Yomeru Ugdvaratcha Daberu. Lahodia Livnei Adam Gvorotav Uchvarera Malchuto. Malchutecha Malchut Kol Olamim. Umemshaltecha Bechol Dor Vador. Somech Adonai L'chol Hanoflim V'Zokef L'chol HaKrufim. Einei Kol Eilecha Yisaberu V'Ata Noten Lahem. Et Achlam Be'ito Poteach Et Yadecha Masbir L'chol Chai Ratzon. Sadik Adonai B'chol Doracha V'Chasid B'chol Masav. Karov Adonai L'kol Karav L'kol Asher Karu B'Amet. Ritzon Yerayav Yaseh V'Yet Shavatam Yishma V'Yoshiem. Shomer Adonai Kol Ahavav V'Yet Kol Rishayim Yashmid. Tehillat Adonai Yudaber Pivi Yavarech Kol Basar Shem Kadsha Le'olam Va'ed. V'anachnu Nevarech Yameh Tavi Olam. Hallelujah. Page 100, the last of the Psalms. The Psalm reflects upon the very miracle of being alive. Every other prayer is about a particular experience. This prayer is simply about the experience of breathing, gathering in the world and feeling life course within us. Hallelujah b'kacho, hallelujah b'irkia uzo, hallelujah b'gvuratav, hallelujah kerov gudlo, hallelujah b'teka shofar, hallelujah b'nevel v'chinor, hallelujah b'tofu machol, hallelujah b'minim v'ugav, hallelujah b'tziltzilei shama, hallelujah b'tziltzilei trua, kol anshama hallelujah, hallelujah, kol anshama hallelujah. Hallelujah. Page 106. Yishtabach Shimcha Liyad Malkeinu. Ayel HaMelech HaGadol VaKadosh B'Shamayim Va'aretz. Ki L'chana Adonai Eloheinu V'Elahei Avoteinu. Shir Shvacha Halel V'Zimra. Ozum Emshala Netzach Gedula Gvura. Tehillah V'Tiferet Kedusha Malchut. Brachot V'Hodaot Me'ata V'Yad Olam Baruch Atah Adonai. El Melech Gadol Batish Bachot. El HaHodaot Adon HaNiflaot HaBocher B'Shirei Zimra Melech El Chei HaOlamim Yitgadal V'Kadash Shemei Rabbah V'Yalmad Yivrach Cherutei V'Yamlich Malchutei B'Chayechon V'Yomechon Chai Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'Gala V'Zman Kariv Yimru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Orach Le'olam Olmei Maya Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitpa'ar V'Yitramam V'Yitnaseh V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei kucha brichu le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran v'alma v'yimeru. Amen. Baruchu et Adonai hamivorach. Baruch Adonai v'varach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Yotzer or v'orei choshech. Oseh shalom uvarei et hakol. The early rabbis looked upon light as the great symbol of creation. Light is a metaphor for new ideas, for new possibilities. Light is a metaphor for discovery. Light is a metaphor for wisdom. So light became their obsession, and the prayers that follow are all in meditation on the phenomenon of light. We're on page 109 at the bottom of the page. HaMe'ir la'aretz v'darim aleh barachamim, uftuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tamid maseh bereshit. El baruch gedol deah heichin ufal zarei chama. Tov yasar kivod lishmo me'arot natan sivot uzo. Pinot tzva'av kedoshim romemei shaddai. Tamid misaprin kvodei l'kedushato. Titbarach Adonai al shevach chimrasei yadecha. Ve'omer or she'asita yufaru chasela. Tifarach Tsurena Malkena V'Goalena Barai Kedoshim. Kulam Ahuvim, Kulam Birurim, Kulam Giburim, V'Kulam Osim Be'ema Yirai Ratzon Konam, V'Kulam Pomim B'Kihem B'Kedushav Tara, Bashira V'Zimra V'Archim Shabchim Maritzim Achtishimu Mamlichim, Et Shem Ha'el HaMelech HaGadol HaGibor V'HaNorah Kadoshu. So the rabbis imagine that all the elements of creation gather every morning, plants and animals, stars and moon and sun, and human beings too, to give praise to the Creator and to breathe in the life of the universe that courses within us all. And that's what we have here. V'chulam mikablim alehem al malchut shamayim zemizeh, v'notnim reshut zeh lezeh lakdish liotram benachat ruach, v'safa v'ra v'nima, kedushat kulam ke'echad onim v'yomrim v'yira, kadosh, 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 Adonai tzvaot, milo kol haaretz kvodo, ve'ofanim v'chayot hakodesh berash kadol mitnasim liyumat serafim, liyumatan mishabchim v'yomrim baruch kevod amim komo, ve'el baruch nimo yitenu. Or chadash al tzion ta'ir v'nisker kulana mehera le'oro baruch ata Adonai, yotzer hameorot. If you're wearing a talit, gather in the four fringes. Because we switch now from the light that symbolizes the creation of the universe, to Torah, which is the law of all that governs, the law that governs all that is, and our adherence to that Torah as a Torah of life, as a law of life. You gather in the four large fringes. We're about to say the Shema. V'havienu l'shalom yavakan fota aretz v'tolichenu k'miyot li'artzeinu ki el poel shuot atav ana v'chart mikolam v'lashon v'keraftanu l'shimcha dol sela be'emet l'dol l'chali echadcha bi'ava baruch atah Adonai avocher b'yamo Yisrael bi'ahava Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol meodecha V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele Asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam V'shivtecha b'veitecha Uvlechtecha havaderech uvshafpecha v'kumecha Ukshartam leot al yodecha V'hayu letotafot beineinecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha Uvisharecha v'haya im shamoa tishmeu mitzvotai Asher anochi mitzavetchem hayom. If you follow the ways of God and the laws of Torah, and you embrace the whole world as yours, and give of yourself to the world, and share its life, then you will live a life of purpose, a life of meaning, a life of prosperity, and a life of plenty. But if you hear only the voice of the ego, and all of its attitudes, and all of its appetites, and all of its desires, and all of its constantly endless, bottomless needs, well, then you'll live a life of poverty, because no amount of prosperity will ever satisfy you. L'man yirbu yameichem v'yamei b'nechem, so that your days and the days of your children will endure on the land that God has given your ancestors, just like the days of heaven over earth. Page 113. Vayomer Adonai al Moshe lemor, dahaber el b'nei Yisrael v'yamarta lehem v'asu lehem tzitzit al kanfei bigdehem l'dorotam v'natnu al tzitzit al kanaf b'til techelet v'hayalechem letzitzit Uritem oto schartem et mitzvotai et kol mitzvotai v'asitem otam v'lo tatu ruach harei levavchem v'acharei nechem asher atem zonim achareihem leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kdoshim l'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher Hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet emet v'yatzivna l'dor v'dor kayam Ushmo Chayam v'chison achom avtucho v'yamadato liyad kayam. From Chayim v'chayim v'yamadato. Emet shatahu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elahei avotenu Malkeinu melech avotenu go'aleinu go'al avotenu yotzenu Tzur Yeshuatenu Pudanim Atzlenu mi'alam shemecha En Elohim zulatecha Ezrat avotenu atahu me'olam agenu Moshe lifnehem. Every morning and every evening, we return to that moment at the other side of the Red Sea when we experienced redemption. So that when we look into the world, we see the seeds of redemption always, and we never give up. We never give up our hope. Tehilot le'elel yom baruch u'mvarach Moshe b'nei Yisrael lechanu shira v'simcha rabba v'yamruchu lam v'chamocha b'elim Adonai v'chamocha nadar b'kodesh Nora tehilot osef ele shira chadasha shibchu geolim l'shimcha sfat hayam yachad kulam hodu v'himlichu v'yamru Adonai imloch leolam va'ed Tzur Yisrael kuma b'ezrat Yisrael ufteikinu mecha Yuda v'Yisrael go aleinu Adonai tzvahot shemo kadosh Yisrael baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. This is a Shabbat prayer book. So turn back now to page 3b, where we find the Amidah for weekdays. If you're in any other prayer book, should be on the very next page. We make pilgrimage every single morning and every single afternoon to the Holy Temple of Jerusalem, at least in our imaginations, through this prayer, the Amidah, a pilgrimage to present our needs, our wants, the things that matter most to us before our Creator. Ready? Adonai, Svatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu v'Elahei avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elahei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elahei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol v'Zocher Chasdei Avot Umevi Goel Ibnei B'neihem L'man Shemo B'Yava Melech Ozer Ofokenu Moshiach Magen Baruch ata Adonai Magen Avraham, Ufoked Sarah, Atagi Bar Leolam, Adonai Mechayim Iti Rav Lo Shia, Mashiv Haruach, Umorid Hagasha, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei Metim Barachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim Matir Asurim, Umechayim Unatoli Shenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Givurot, Umidom Elach, Melech Mei Mitim Mechayim Atzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata l'chayot meitim, baruch ata Adonai mechayei ha'meitim, nekadesh et shemcha be'olam, k'shem shemachti shimato b'shmei marom, ka'katuv hayad neviyecha v'karazeh, el zevi amar, kadosh, 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 Adonai tzvaot, melo kol haaretz kevodo, li'umatam baruch yomeru, baruch kevod Adonai mimkomo, Udivrei Koshecha Katuv Le'mor Yimloch Adonai Le'olam Elohai Tzion L'dor Vador Hallelujah L'dor Vador Nagi Godlecha Natzach Nitzachim Kedushat Chanakdish V'shivchacha Eloheinu Mipino Le'emush Le'olam Va'ed Ki Hamelech Gadol V'Kadosh Ata Baruch Ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. The brachot of the Amidah set out the things that we most need in the world. We'll go through them and read them out loud. But if there's one that resonates with you this morning, stop and meditate on it and hold it close. Baruch atah Adonai chonein hada'at, hashivenu sha'avinu l'toratecha v'kamenu malkeinu le'avodatecha. Baruch atah Adonai harotzeh b'tshuva, slach lanu avinu ki chatanu machal lanu ma'hu. Baruch atah Adonai chanunu merelis loa, re'ena b'nyenu b'yur. Baruch atah Adonai Goel Yisrael, Rifoenu Adonai v'nerafei Hoshienu v'nivashea ki tehilatenu atah, v'alei rifuash lechol makotenu. If there's someone in your circle, a family of friends, of loved ones who is ill, who is suffering this morning, then gather their presence into your thoughts and offer this prayer with me for them. Yiratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elahei avotenu, shetishlach mehera rifuash lema min hashamayim. Rifuat HaNefesh, Rifuat HaGuf, L'kol HaCholim B'kilatenu HaKdosha, B'toshar Cholei Yisrael, B'toshar Cholei Yoshvei Tevel, V'chazei Yitidei Hoskim B'tzorchechem, Ki HaMelech Rofei Ne'eman Rachman Ata Baruch Ata Adonai, Rofei Cholei Amo Yisrael. Barech Aleinu Adonai Eloheinu et hashana hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai mevarech hashanim tikabesh shofar gadol lecherutenu. Baruch atah Adonai mekabetz nidchei Amo Yisrael hashiva shoftenu kabarishona. Baruch atah Adonai melech ohev tzedakah u'mishpat l'mal shenim al tihi tikva. Baruch atah Adonai shover oivim machni azedim al tzadikim bi'al chasidim. Baruch atah Adonai mishana miftach l'tzadikim Yerushalayim yircha v'rachamim tashuv. Baruch atah Adonai bonei Yerushalayim et tzemach David avdecha tatzmiach. Baruch atah Adonai matzmiach keren Yeshua. Shema kolenu Adonai Eloheinu pus v'rachem aleinu. Baruch atah Adonai shomei tefila. V'tzei Adonai Eloheinu b'yamchach tfilatam. Baruch atah Adonai hamachazir shkenato l'tzion. Modim anachnu lach shatahu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elahei avotenu. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha l'chaneh halodot. Sim shalom ba'olam. Tova v'racha chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael amecha. Barchenu avinu kulanu ki echad bior panecha. Ki bior panecha natata lanu Adonai Eloheinu. Torah's chaim v'avas chesed. Utzedakah v'racha v'rachamim v'chayim v'shalom. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. B'chol eitu b'chol shah b'shlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai. Mevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Take a moment now for a personal prayer. Think about those that you care for so deeply and think about the season about to begin and hold them close and share the light of Hanukkah with all those we care for. A few moments of personal prayer. Oseh shalom v'imramav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemer rabba v'yalmad yivrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayichon v'yomechon chai d'chol beit Yisrael b'agalau v'zman kari v'yimiru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach v'olam le'olmei olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramah v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalau shemerechut shabrichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran v'alma v'yimeru amen. Titgaber tzlotan v'atechon chobet Yisrael kadam v'hon devi Shemaya v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom imromav yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol latet gedula liotzer breshit shelo asanu kegoyei aratzot velo samanu kimishpachot hadama shelo sam chelkenu kachem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim akadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz u'moshev yikarau b'shamayim imahal u'shchinatu zo b'gavei meromim hu Eloheinu eino demet malkeinu efes ulato kakatu b'torato v'yadata hayom al kein nekave lecha Adonai Eloheinu lirot meherab tiferet u'zeh. Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai imloch li'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yihiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. We invite those who recite Kaddish in memory of loved ones, observance of Yartzeit. Gather in the memories of the ones that you remember, hold them close, feel their presence, give their humor and their wisdom and their love, and share these words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba. V'yalmad yivrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayichon u'v'chayichon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael Ba'agalau v'zman kariv yimru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam u'me'el maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal shemei dekut shabrichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shalom Rabba min shemahya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. I hope that you enjoyed this morning's service. Thank you for being part of it, and thank you for sharing this beautiful, beautiful weekend with us. Remember that the Mincha Maariv tonight at 5 o'clock, right here, Facebook and YouTube. At 5:30, Cantor Barron and I will do candle lighting first night of Hanukkah. During the course of this week, there's activities at Valley Beshalom Minyan every morning, 7:30 with Yossi in person and on Facebook and YouTube, and every evening at 5 o'clock with a candle lighting, of course, every evening coming direct from VBS. Wednesday afternoon, 12:30, lunch and learn for everyone who'd like to continue learning with me. So have a very, very wonderful Hanukkah holiday, a beautiful Thanksgiving weekend, and take very, very good care. Stay well.